Alright, cool. So we're in there. Alright.
How are we the DM?
I said I'm in there.
Alright.
Yeah. You guys... do you want to look for some? Do you guys know what that would be?
A restraint in the seat.
I mean, have you seen anything like that to make you think that?
It'd be no different than putting tying someone down. So how hard can it be to look?
Alright, give me a perception check.
Well, he said I'm going to start drawing a ritual on the bag.
Okay.
Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a 6.
10.
You don't see anything.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit then.
Barakas sits next to you, and Boris is in the front seat, which is kind of centered. And he's like, alright, are we ready?
Yep.
You should sit down, miss.
Can I sit down while doing the ritual? On the bag?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, cool. It's going to take 10 minutes for me to do this.
Okay, and he starts driving, and it takes about 15 minutes to get to the teleporting section.
Alright.
And so, what does the ritual do?
Bag of holding. Bag of self-holding, to be exact. So the bag then can disappear into an extraplanal area of which it cannot be retrieved from except by me for 24 hours.
Okay.
So he is now stuck in pretty much a dimension of nowhere.
Okay, make a perception check.
18.
Alright, seems like it worked.
Alright, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I can pull it out as a minor action.
Oh, wow. Minor.
Yeah, I can pretty much now summon a person as a minor action.
Minor 49er.
Alright, well I think that takes care of his safety for now, right?
Taste this, Daddy-O. It's a real gas.
That's a really, really far back reference that I don't think anyone but me is going to get.
Pretty much.
Are you sure you
yes,
did it?
It's Scooby-Doo 2. I know.
Okay.
And the one where they made Minor 49er look like Gimli instead of how he properly looks.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be fire. Yeah, he's supposed to be so tall. I do appreciate that they made him spectral, though, because it's easy to forget that he's supposed to be a ghost.
And breathes fire.
Mm-hmm. Also, question.
Yes.
They turn the Ghost of Captain Cutler costume into a monster. But the Ghost of Captain Cutler was just Captain Cutler. So, is that just a new second, like a clone of Captain Cutler in that costume?
No.
What is it?
The actual Captain Cutler.
So what happened to the regular Captain Cutler? Or who's like sitting in prison or wherever?
That is actually his brother.
Somehow I don't think that's accurate. Anyway, moving on.
It's not. I'm just trying to get you to keep going.
Look, if someone's already on episode whatever 20 or something this is they're probably just gonna keep listening regardless.
Probably.
Because clearly they've run out of Critical Role to listen to.
Sounds about right. Or Critical Miss.
Yeah, both of those.
Anyway.
Yes. So you reach the teleportation area, which is a row of 3 arches, and Paladin Dynoff is waiting there with her arms crossed. Are you ready?
Ready as we'll ever be. As I said when I'm poking my head out the window.
Alright. Hey, pass through, and we'll drop you down facing the direction you need to go.
Awesome, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Boris drives it forward. Okay. And you are teleported. And it is, yet again, you've already been teleported before, though this time it's a little weird because your surroundings of Tuntun are still, like, very much there for you, but you just see blackness outside. You see a lot of color and a lot of what you now are pretty sure is, like, other planes, and it's passing by, and you land in a forest.
Do I see a bag anywhere within those planes?
No.
Alright, cool. Thought I'd ask.
Yeah, it's worth asking. Yeah. So you are now in a forest. And
It's
Bart,
pretty outside.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Boris, what's this thing run on anyways?
oh, it souls.
Oh, you jokester.
Mm-hmm. Do an insight check.
That is a 6 plus 3, 9.
You think he's joking?
I'm just
I
kidding.
want to keep it that way. I'm going to keep it that way.
What are you gonna do? Sorry, Tornado.
I'm just gonna go, okay.
And he just starts driving straight ahead.
So, how many souls to the gallon does this get?
Oh! Souls to a gallon? What? It'll go around across this whole continent and on one.
On one soul or one tank?
One soul.
And how many souls does it inhabit right now?
Let me check. And he pushes in a crystal, and it, to you, it just kind of flashes colors, but he's like, 80.
So we got 80 souls. I'm just not believing they're actually souls right now.
Oh my god.
Keep on believing that.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're doing it. Are we gonna be able to stop?
I'm gonna point out it has been pulling teeth to get you to actually use the stupid tank I gave you. Could have taken it on the last 3 missions.
How fast are we going anyways?
About a little faster than a horse.
Trotting or full blown running?
Somewhere in between there.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's probably faster than a ward.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you leave your work, by the way?
Oh, at the house in the little gardeny area.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't get too hungry when the mailman comes.
If it starts beating up the mailman, we're gonna be in deep trouble.
You say beating up like the mailman could hold its own against a ward.
I'm pretty sure it could.
No.
Unless the mailman's just an air postal delivery carrier.
You better hope it is.
It's like what were they called? The Rito mailmen in Wind Waker. They fly. Whee! Okay. So you've been traveling for a couple hours. I want you to make a perception check.
Both of us?
Yep.
18.
15.
You just think this is... You've never been to this part of the island before, and you think the trees just look different, just really different looking. You're used to what is it? Coniferous, whatever the ones that aren't pine trees. You're used to that, and this is a very pine tree area, like big ones, like redwood size.
Giant oaks?
No, like redwoods, like
Red oaks?
Redwood trees.
Oh.
Like the one in California.
Yeah, those things. But they're pine trees. Are redwoods pine trees?
No.
Well, these ones are.
They're not conifers.
They're that big, but they're needle bearing.
We're using fancy words, people. Sorry if we're confusing the crap out of you.
Not only are we using fancy words, but ones I don't remember what they mean.
If you haven't paid attention in plant science, you need to pay attention in plant science. Because you don't have a teacher that'll dress up in pink every Wednesday.
I'd do it.
Did you ever have Mr. Winter?
No. I came in high school.
Oh yeah, what a shame. You didn't have our own personal vampire.
our own personal teacher that had a eel-like thing in his room since he started working.
Yeah.
I like eels.
That's been there since,
Like 30 years ago.
yep, and it's still lit, and it's still alive.
I found a picture of him in an old yearbook, and it is exactly the same as he looks now.
I mean, hey.
He's a guy he's a hippie.
Mhm.
He's
And-
an old hippie.
Anyway, hey,
Sidetracked.
and you just feel like you kind of want to get a closer look at these trees.
How far are we from where we need to be?
You can ask Boris.
Boris, how far are we?
Well, they told us it would be 2 days' journey, so, probably a day and a half.
Alright. Why so far away? Why can't they do it like 1 day from where we need to be?
We're already meeting them at the edge of territory, Barakas says.
Yeah, I guess. What time of day is it right now?
It is just a little before noon.
A little before noon. Alright, we should be good for keep going. How long is this forest usually for us?
This leads right up to the mountains.
Alright. How long till the mountains?
Probably early tomorrow.
Alright.
I can keep driving and overnight though, if you don't mind sleeping in the moving vehicle.
That's fine.
No, I'm good with it.
I don't need to
Just stop
sleep
before the
anymore.
mountains at the edge of the forest so I can take a better look at it from the outside.
All right. And would you like to skip ahead to that, or is there any other talking you want to do with the members of the group?
Barakas?
Yep.
What is the gold ring on your finger?
What do you want to know?
I'm pretty sure both of...
Give me a diplomacy check with your explanation.
17.
Okay, and your explanation?
Give you an explanation on why?
Yeah, explain to Barakas why you want to know.
Prior to you leaving, you did not have that on. But now you came back from training and you have one on. Exactly what is it? We just want... I'm pretty sure both of us are curious here.
I just
What
figured
is-
help him control magic.
Not quite.
You say not quite, but it isn't a definite no.
It's a no.
Oh.
Alright, but I don't want you spreading this around. It could be dangerous information.
You hear that, Boris? No telling anyone.
Who do I talk to?
Us.
Alright,
And we love you for it.
thank you. Barakas pulls the ring off and he hands it to you, and you see it has on it a large, like, very intricate letter, or from a different language. You can do a history check if you want to see what language it is.
That's a no.
You don't have any idea what language it is. You're not even sure it's a letter.
You said history?
Yeah.
I got 16.
You're
Would've been
pretty...
9 on me.
You're not quite sure because it might be different between planes, but it looks like Drow to you.
So pretty much a crude version of Elven?
More angular version of Elven.
Alright.
And a sword like the one he wields on it. He's like,
So would I be able to make any part of it out? Or just kind of...
do a history check again, see how well you knew Drow before.
12.
You're pretty sure it's the equivalent to G, but it could also be C.
Fair enough.
And it's got a sword like his on it. This is a signet ring. I found out recently when I went back home that my uncle has taken the throne.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Let me
Yes.
guess. Bad thing?
I mean, it's good. He wants to do a lot of good things. Bring bring Dralok back into trade with other nations. It's been out of trade with anyone for the last three last 3 years, last three monarchs.
But let me guess, the bad thing is there's people that oppose it.
A lot of people who oppose it.
And I'm guessing he's not going to use the most friendly ways of doing that.
Oh, he's very friendly.
Oh.
Might be dangerously so.
A little too open.
Yeah, it's a secret still. But but he sent me back to ask the Emperor to send in some secret support to keep him alive until the rules could be put in place. I've already sent the request before I met back up with you, so
Fair enough.
after this mission we should find out whether or not we are free to assist, and if at all possible, I would appreciate the two of your help on it.
Hey Boris, might be going to other places too.
I actually can't leave the island.
Oh.
My soul's kind of bound to it. It's weird.
It's understandable for...
Souls.
It's understandable. The power for the necromancer power is a little strange to understand.
But sorry I didn't tell you before. And he takes his ring back, puts it on. I'm Duke Barakas now.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
If we do end up going, may I ask a request?
What is it?
If we do go, can I ask Katrina to come along? I have an idea on what might happen. But I would like her to tag along.
It doesn't concern me if she does, but you'll have to ask the Emperor. Or it's his say.
Hey Boris, can you take the body of any skeleton, or are you stuck in that one?
I'm stuck in this one, I think. Never really tried.
And is that your original body, or is that just something they stuck you in?
I think they put me in it. My memory's fuzzy, but I don't think I had this head.
You know, I want to take more of a look at his head.
Okay.
And what's it exactly look like?
It looks like a big canine head. Like it could be off a dire wolf, you think? Or a werewolf. You're not really sure if their skulls change
But it's
when
more
they
on a
shapeshift.
human body?
Yeah, it's on a very humanoid body.
You know, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Look, I've had to look at it in the mirror for a long time, and I'm not sure.
I mean, for all I know, you could have been a werewolf mid-transformation and they've done that to you.
Does that work?
I don't know, I would think so.
It does work, though it's a very rare chance it actually succeeds. And I assume everyone looks at me when I say that. Like, how do I know?
Got
anyone
got experience?
I'm gonna guess his sister.
Okay. Brackets through diplomacy. That is 17 plus
Yeah,
15. Or no, sorry, plus 10. 27.
Yeah. Experience, you're saying, on this one? Yes, I have actually seen it, and before meeting up with the first group and Martin, I did traveling with my younger siblings to keep them in check when we had to do ambassador duties to the Necromancy clan, and there are some pretty strange things on what they do. Though I have seen halfway transformations for werewolves, but most of the time it's from raids.
And you think that might be what I am?
Yep, it might be the halfway transformation, but it's strange because normally the head is the last thing that transforms.
Oh.
Because the body goes first, and then the head forms up right after it. So unless they somehow reversed it, because that's the only way you go back is your head starts going back, and then the frame shrinks.
Well, he's definitely not a swallow, I'll tell you that much. And let me tell you, skeleton swallows is a lot harder to carry a coconut.
What's a coconut?
It's this round ball. Has like 3 holes in it, but it's really furry and brown. But the inside it has like some water and I don't know, call it meat if you will.
Is it an animal?
No, it's a
Plant?
yeah, it's a plant off a tree.
Uh,
It's very amusing. I like throwing it at people.
is that heavy?
Is it a good projectile?
Very good projectile.
Alright.
It's more something you throw underhand.
You learned the hard way what happens when you threw over, didn't you?
Yeah.
More people die from falling coconuts than sharks.
Yeah.
Like a lot more.
It's the truth.
It's like, get
Anyway.
Okay.
and you continue driving. Is there anything you want to do before or going to sleep?
See if I assume since the window that I have is slightly open, Colgan can just manage to fly right into it.
Yeah.
Without having. And I'm just gonna see if she returns, and then I'm just gonna nod off.
She does not.
What time did I put him in the bag?
You put him in the bag at just a little before noon.
Alright, cool. So we still got some time then.
Okay. And Barakas has fallen asleep sitting up.
Alright.
For me, I'm just like slinked down, my head's on my chin. Or chin's on my chest.
Chin's on my elbow.
I'm just going to sit there till I pass out.
Okay, make a Constitution save. Or just roll with your Constitution plus.
Second one.
11.
You have a plus to Constitution, or?
Yeah, +2 to con.
Yeah, you make it about 45 minutes and then fall asleep.
Alright. Then the bag returns.
Okay. I want you both to make perception checks, and Brock is going to make one as well. Brock's got 12.
Is it perception?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 14.
23.
Wow.
Nice.
You wake up suddenly, hearing the sound of Boris yelling, "Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!" You looking around?
Yeah.
You see that the back of Tuntun is open, and Boris's head is not on his shoulders.
I'm gonna take out. I'm having my staff. I assume Barakas is still right next to me.
Yes, but he is not quite awake yet.
I'm gonna hit him on the head with it.
Okay, roll an attack.
4.
You miss. You hit the back of the seat instead.
Does that wake him up?
Yes, he does wake up from that. It's like, what?
Turn around.
Do I wake up from all this commotion?
Yes.
I don't know.
Both of you, turn around.
And you see that it's empty. And you see that Falk is nowhere to be seen. Your bag is gone.
Well, how'd that happen? Boris, what happened?
He snuck up on me and took my hat off.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Do I see his body?
Yeah, it's still at the controls, but he's not, like, driving it anymore because
I'm gonna.
he's reaching around to try and find his skull.
Am I the closest one to his head?
Yes. Do an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Plus 11, 20.
You're not like a necromancer by any means, but you know well enough to like hold it in place so it'll like magically reattach. Because if you just set it there, it'll just fall right off. Thanks. I think he got away. He pushed all the buttons. And then he opened the back.
Ow, his hands are shackled and
Like half the buttons.
to his ankle.
I don't know. He was in
Barakas?
bed last I knew. I fell asleep and it
I don't know.
reappeared.
I was asleep.
No. I understand we're all asleep, but I'm not trying to figure out how he managed to find the right one.
I mean, he could have just pressed a lot.
Or
He did say he pressed like half of them.
Well,
I think he
guess
just
we're
kind of
in-
slammed his body onto him.
Mhm.
They all do stick out of the console, so it's not like you have to push into it with your finger.
Boris, is there a way to track them?
I don't know one, do you?
I don't know. I figured there was something on here that could track something. You know, this was made by Necromans. I figured it'd track something living they wanted.
Not that I know of. That's a good idea, though.
Wait. My map.
Does it talk?
It's not the map.
Arcana check.
Okay. You've gotten more mileage out of that map than I ever expected, by the way.
It's a good map.
It's an Arcana check.
Yes.
24.
The map springs open, and what are you looking for?
Looking for our missing Thunderhead.
Okay. How do I want this to work?
Because the map, from what you've told me, it's been everywhere, but it's also hasn't seen almost everything.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what check it should be for you to look for a certain person. I guess give me a streetwise check. Well, no.
I'm just looking like around our area, maybe
Oh,
a mile,
you're
a
looking
mile
around
radius.
the area?
Yeah, a mile radius from us.
Okay, make a perception check then.
20.
You see what appears to be a large white building hanging about a mile away. Like a white stone structure. You can't see into it from it. It's just a flat roof. And with that roll, you can see that there seems to be a small tent by it as well.
And it's behind us.
Yeah, it's about a mile back.
Boris, close it up, back up a mile.
Okay, and he does so. And now it's time to change the map.
Yay!
You're going.
Want to take a picture of this?
Yeah. Let me do that. If my camera will ever work.
Nope, never.
Okay. We're professional.
Yay!
Very professional.
I don't know that part.
Let's not get crazy.
What's too crazy here, people?
Okay. Hey, once you're closer in the closer to where you found on the map, you can hear like singing coming from that way.
Oh, is it a church?
Do a
Can
history
Perception.
check or streetwise, whichever you prefer.
I roll religion?
Sure, religion works.
Cool, I got 20.
It's well, you gotta roll too.
Do you want me to roll religion?
Up to you.
Okay, I will. Glad I did. 17.
Okay. Hey, you both get the feeling that it is like religious hymns and stuff, but it's no particular religion you're familiar with.
Does the structure look architecturally religious?
You can't see it yet. It's very hidden in the trees.
Alright.
Okay. I look at Ania and Barakas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be going in blazing in there.
I think that's
If it comes down to that.
I
I'd say-
vote we just ram into it and take their souls for this.
That's not how it works.
Thank you, Boris.
Look, if he's here, they probably don't know that they're harboring a criminal. They probably think he's some escaped slave from dwarves or from orcs. Sorry. Here. We should go in quiet.
Alright, stealth it is.
Not stealth. Just don't bring attention to ourselves.
So we're the reconnaissance.
Yes.
I got this.
Please. Okay. Once we're out, Boris, can this thing cloak on the outside?
What? No.
Well, then back it up so you can
Boris.
see us, but they can't see you.
Okay.
How's this harvest souls?
That's something the masters had to do, some kind of spell, and then they imbued it to it.
We're gonna need a necromancer for this one, and it's not gonna.
I don't know. The tank's pretty full.
It's a full tank. It's got a full tank.
Pretty close.
The tank is full. Okay.
Souls. Ooh. My character doesn't believe their souls.
And he backs it up. It falls off.
You know, guys, I secretly think it's the gems that power it, not these souls.
Why would he lie about that?
You're not familiar with necromancy, are you?
Like I said, I had a friend that was a necromancer. I just don't
How
believe
well
souls...
did he do his job?
Did they ever make things like that?
No. I just don't believe souls can power anything.
They're powering him.
Yeah, but he's a creature.
Hmm.
Whereas that is a mechanical machine.
I don't know.
But how do you start a machine?
How else would you control something like that or power it?
The gems.
But what if the gems couldn't store enough energy? You know,
Just like
if when we get
episode